supposed to go with Micah this morning, and we were going to go to this spot over along the swamp. And Micah took off following Steve, thinking I was with him. So here we are. We changed plans, and we're in a different tree. So stayed here on the farm. We'll see what happens. Doug's down along the drive, and so Micah and Malachi had come back for me, but we didn't have time to go back over where we were supposed to go. So we jumped in a tree right here at the farm, and they're back in the blind down the road here. So we'll sit here for a little while and see what happens. Sprayed a little bit of that dough and heat, and that buck came right to me. He was about 3 yards away, and I was trying to get a shot, and he turned and started down the road, and I bleeded, and he took off instead of stopping at about 7 or 8, 10 yards. He went over and stood there for a while, and then he started coming back, and he's about 30 yards. But I stopped him, but I didn't take that extra second to make sure I was right on the shoulder. I think I hit him back just a hair. So he ran over on the hill there. I didn't hear him crash. And so we're going to have to leave him some time. I might have got the liver, so I'll have to go back and look at the film and see what it looks like. Well, that was a horrible shot. I thought the deer was angled away from me a little bit. I knew I hit it back. I thought maybe I caught the liver, but after looking at the film, I'm thinking that's a straight gut shot. So we're going to have to let it go all day. Maybe at least give it 8 hours. He stopped over there on the hill, but I can't see too many leaves if he bedded down there or not. So I'm just going to sit here a couple hours in my stand and then get down and sneak out of here. And I'll come back later this afternoon, evening, before dark, and sneak down in there and see if I can find him laying there. So it's disgusting. He started walking and I didn't realize it. I thought he was standing there. I bleated at him the first time there and he jumped. And then I was half afraid to bleed again. I bleated and he stopped, and then I thought I had it right there at the shoulder, and I was kind of off, leaning back because the leaves in my way and trying not to bump the camera, and stinking shot him way too far back. So it is what it is. We'll wait a while and give it at least 8 hours, and then I'll sneak down in there and see if we can find him. Hopefully the coyotes don't find him first.
First day.
My day didn't start out too good, as you know.
Oh, yeah. He ain't got no water.
My ride took off without me. I just come to the door, you drove out, and I see Micah following you. And I'm like, really?
Did they just
I'm like,
leave
he
me?
must have thought
I
was
thought
with
we were
you.
supposed to follow you.
I drive out of here, and all of a sudden there's lights behind me. I'm like, wow. I said, is that those guys, or did I just pull out in a truck? You know.
I thought you were supposed to.
Well, you had the blind.
You had the
too.
blind, right?
Yeah, you gave us the
I
blind.
I assumed you guys had taken the blind. That was earlier. I said, yeah, the blind's in the back of my truck.
Oh, yeah, we never got it.
So anyways, now we get out and turn left. Okay, he turns left behind us. I'm not wanting to drive fast. I'm like, well, at least he's not getting you too close.
Dude, I couldn't even keep up. Weren't one to drive fast.
Driving fast?
Dude, I couldn't keep
Because
up.
we already had a report that they couldn't keep up with you.
Man, if that was slow, I got problems.
So
Get
now,
you an SMV
now
time
I'm like,
going
well,
back.
at least after I turn on point, they'll go straight. It turns. I'm like, what in the world? So now I pull over to let the truck go by, and it pulls up behind me. I wasn't sure. I'm like, well, this could be Micah. I'm like, what in the world? And you didn't know who it was, right, Thad?
I thought I seen him pull up behind us, but I wasn't for sure.
So I'm like, why would he be following us? So I get out of the truck and start walking back. And I'm like, where's Joe?
He goes,
I thought he went with you. I said, no, you guys are going hunting with him. You guys are going somewhere totally different than we are.
And I was like, do you have the blind? And you're like, yes, I do.
I said to Doug, I said, maybe I'll just walk down here and jump in a tree along the driveway. Well, then finally they come back.
Yeah.
And Doug's getting ready to go down here to the tree stand along the drive. So I said to those guys, we might as well just go up. I'll drop you in the blind and I'll just go back towards the gate. So I go back there, and this time I'm going to sit right along the road, but where I can look down to that trail on the side.
Yep.
It cuts down over. So I get up in the tree, a lot of cover, get up in the tree. I'm like, okay, this is perfect. The wind is coming this way, across the trail, but going to go down over. And it's all like briars and thick on that left side right there.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, this is good. And I can watch out where those buck rubs were you were telling me about.
Yep.
Out on that flat, and I can see that whole bottom. So I'm like, this is perfect. So I hit that can, even though I'm like, well, it's kind of taking the scent down over that steep edge and through all those briars that direction. But I thought I'd just hit it, 2 quick shots. So then I got the text, the tape and stuff that they're going to play that week.
Yep.
I'm sitting here reading it like this, and all of a sudden I catch moving. I look over, and he's like 10 yards coming right at me. I'm like, you got to be kidding
And it's
me.
on the main logging road?
No, he's coming right through the middle of the briars. Dead downwind coming straight at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like right through the middle of all that thick stuff coming right. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I turn my GoPro on and I get my camera and I'm like, getting my camera around like this. He comes in and he stops like 2 yards from my tree. Well, now he lost the scent. He can't find that scent anymore. And he's standing right there, like just looking around and sniffing and looking and looking. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I finally get my camera over there, and then I gotta do this with my camera because he's like right there. And then after I got the camera on, I was afraid to even try to get my crossbow down at that point because he's like literally, I'm looking straight down on him.
Yeah.
So then he turns around and starts walking back. I get my crossbow around. He goes onto the road and he turns and starts walking down the road. I'm like, okay, perfect. I get my crossbow up 10 yards, go, and boom, he took off. And he runs up and he's like, I don't know, 50 yards up. It's just standing there looking around. Finally, he turns around, starts coming back down, hits the road at like 30 yards out. You know, now I'm like trying to get the camera on him, and I thought I zoomed the camera out and I actually zoomed it in, and then I'm like, I'm trying to like, there's a limb that comes down right here, and I'm trying to make sure I don't shoot through those leaves, and I bleat then. Now he's not as close, so I wasn't as nervous about bleating. So he stops. Thought I had it right on his shoulder, and boom, I shoot, and I thought I liver shot him, like a straight liver shot. I'm like, shoot, I was back a hair. I'm like, he runs over, and then I hear him stop, and I can see him for a second, and then I kind of lose him, and then I'm trying to grab the camera and bring it around that way, and I can't ever see him again. So I waited for a little while. I didn't hear him fall over, didn't hear him walk anymore either. But so I come back and I watched the film, and it was a straight on gut shot. He started walking right when I was about to release, and I literally hit him way back.
You can see it in the film though.
Oh yeah, you can see him good.
You hadn't been there long then.
No, there.
What time did you shoot then?
Shot it at 8:15.
Play that again. Yeah. Back and low. Bed it down. Couple beds right here. Any blood in there?
It's not much. There's just a little bit of blood there.
Yeah.
Looks like you might have headed down through here.
Well, we've gone about 300 yards. See something?
See a white belly.
I don't see it.
See it?
Oh, yeah. Way down there.
Yes. Thank you, Lord. Wow.
Wow.
That was a rough blood trail. No blood, really. Just going off the tracks where it looked like he went down through.
Yeah.
Blasting.
Well, we gave him over 8
Splashed on
hours.
over.
It's been 9 hours at this point.
It's been 9 hours. And got down to here, just splashed over the edge and see a white belly there. So I think he's down. I can never do anything easy. Gotta make it hard every time.
Congrats, Joe. Thank the Lord. It's a nice looking buck. Right on the property boundary. There's the fence right behind you.
And where?
Oh, sweet. Didn't realize he was 10. Oh, man. Dude.
That stinks.
Yeah. Congrats. Yeah. Awesome, Joe. Congrats, man. You found him.
We found him.
Another Ohio 10 point for you.
It was not a good shot. Put him back a little too far.
Yeah, he started walking on you.
So we left him go for 9 hours. It's been 8 hours, so we started 9 hours now. And we got him. So he's down.
All right.
Thank the Lord.
Another October buck for you.
There was a real good chance that we wouldn't find him. But the Lord helped us, and we found him.
You always shoot them in tough spots.
We are four-wheeling our way out of here.
My bulldozer.
Yeah. We are making new roads. Oh, there's a tax. Hey. Work down to the quad trail that comes around the bottom there. I was working around there, just glassing down over. And when I got to a point I could see maybe 80 yards down, I could see
The
White
quad
Belly.
trail was the one that ran past the double stand.
Yeah, we found
So we
found
came
2
up
beds.
to 2 beds, a little bit of blood in the one bed.
Yeah.
And then we started taking trails off of there. Kind of work what would be like the best angles from there. And then we kind of had gone out this way and I was dropping down around